ideation actually was just basic germ that I had very early on, I think a year ago. Was just kind of making a movie that spoke about the growing violence that happens in cities and the fact that you feel more safer in your house and that kind of. I wanted to explore that idea a lot. And then once I kind of researched and I discovered there is an illness called agoraphobia which primarily deals with someone who is too afraid of stepping out. Was an interesting space for me to kind of dwell into because somehow kind of I dealt with all the issues and paranoia that I was interested in kind of making a film on. So I think the germ of the idea came from there. It was just the growing sense of fear and violence that you read every morning when you get up about what happens outside. So the fact that you feel more safe at home and just a lot more unsafe and insecure outside. So that kind of contrast with what I think I started off with. Then agoraphobia just was an extreme form of that, you know. And that's how the germ started. And once I had the germ and
did you have the idea before, or did you already know that something like this?
No, I had no idea of agoraphobia. Agoraphobia came from kind of exploring this space, and I
so
then
doing more
discovered.
Research on the same
and then once I did research, I just discovered there was an illness that dealt with feeling unsafe outside and feeling safe inside. That for me was an interesting idea because that kind of brought about our questions. It dealt with not confronting your fears but hiding from your fears, and all that's great drama for a movie. So I think from there onwards, the story kind of found itself. And once I had an ending, I knew that this could be a movie. And then once the ending was there, first thing I did was find myself and pitch it to her.
And how did you come on board with this? Like
Pawan and myself have been discussing a couple of scripts and got a couple of developments also happened. And he pitched this idea to me, which is, he knows I like to do a little bit different genres and try different things. So he pitched this idea to me, and I really liked the script. And we had Radhika who was interested in the script. So I thought it's a good combination of a nice young talented director, fresh script, and a good talent.
And how did you come about?
Yeah. So he pitched it to me a year before this actually materialized.
Okay.
And he pitched it to me like it was just an idea at that time. He briefly narrated it to me literally in 5 minutes, and I really loved the plot, and I loved the twist of it, and I felt that it was something very new and not explored here. And actually, coincidentally, at the same time, very coincidentally, I was working with a friend of mine and co-writing something based on panic disorder. So I was actually doing a lot of research on panic disorder. So I told him that this is a serendipity that you've come up with the similar, not similar, the concept is totally different, but a girl who has
in the same zone or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, she gets panic attacks. She has a panic disorder, has phobia. So I said, this is really amazing, and I'd love to work on it. So a year later, he called me back. He did remember to call me back, saying that we've got producers on board and here's the script, and then we took it from there. Yeah, first of all, I'd like to say that it's very important. I think also the film is important in a way, which I say because in general in the world, phobias are not recognized much. People are not aware of it, and in our country, definitely not.
Yeah.
So people don't know what a phobia is. That they don't know it's actually a disorder. It's a medical condition. They think ये पागल है कुछ तो क्या मतलब depression है क्या हो गया है. Depression is also now actually people are coping with like okay there is a thing called depression and people actually get depressed. They need treatment for that. So similarly, what is agoraphobia? घर से बाहर जा नहीं सकती. People will laugh at it, but to make people aware that it's a serious
disorder.
And disorder is actually pretty crucial. And because it's, I think, very important, as you said, it was difficult in the sense to strike the balance that it shouldn't look just dramatized or staged, but it needs to look real, it needs to be convincing. So we did do a lot of research on that. I was anyway researching on that and writing something, so I had a basic idea, and I have friends who have panic disorder. I have myself had panic attacks. I'm sure everybody's had them in their life at some point or the other. But I've grown up with a couple of them who have panic disorder, so I was very, very aware of it. That was one that helped. I come from a doctor's family, so everywhere I go there are doctors. So there's a really good friend of mine who's a psychologist, so he helped me a lot. I took all my questions to him. He was always on call with me whenever I needed help. Because when you're trying to study a character and trying to build the whole backstory and her psychology, you want to figure out you need to have clarity about everything. So I used to start to call him and say, do you think she'll do that?
Logically, the person would do that.
Exactly, or not, or how, or why. And he would really promptly help me. And I also met him twice when I was in Pune to really understand. And because of my previous research, I had met him anyway. My dad's a neurosurgeon. He helped me understand a lot of neurological aspect of it, which is fascinating. So that was one. I have read quite a lot about panic disorder, and because this film I read a lot about agoraphobia, and also the whole panic attacks. When one gets panic attack, the description is all written, but to see actually what happens is quite interesting, and there are lots of video clips available online that you can study. So I did that quite a lot. And we had some amazing fruitful discussions between him, me and Pooja, who's the editor and co-writer of the script, where I used to go with a lot of questions and thoughts, and we used to sit and discuss about how should this particular panic attack be portrayed, or why, and blah blah blah, options and thoughts and everything. So it was quite interesting. Those were our rehearsals, so like discussions were our rehearsals. So that was that, and because we were shooting at one location for 28 days, it was quite focused. We were there every day, so it really felt like I was there. I was stuck there for 28 days, 14 hours a day. It was actually really helpful. So it was quite focused that way, and being the focal point of the film, I loved it. I enjoyed it, and I hope I get more such films.
Yeah, I think both of us actually, the idea was that we don't want to dramatize this illness. We also really wanted to portray phobias and for what it is, and try and be as real and true to it, not try and make dramatized or manipulate the audience in any way. We've actually approached the movie as we've been very refrained and very held back, and we've tried to keep it as real and to a level ambiguous, because we want you to kind of engage with the film and engage with the character and engage with what she's going through, and also come up with your own solutions and what you think is right and wrong, and what. So for us, that was the approach. We did not want to spoon feed. We were like, let's not spoon feed for a change. Let's not make a movie that is spoon feeding and is constantly playing to the gallery. Let's make a movie that requires a little bit of paying attention.
Intelligence.
Just watch it.
Just watch it and think.
Concentration.
Concentration.
Just a little bit of concentration.
Yeah, it's not that.
I've done different kind of movies. I've done Table 21, which was a clutter breaker at that time. I did 3G, which it didn't do very well, but attempted something different in the horror genre. And when I heard this story and the idea, I really liked it. I thought that such kind of movies have to be made. It's not been done properly in Bollywood yet. So that's why I said, I told him I would like to do such a movie. That's how we joined together.
I don't know why, really. It's just something that really comes to me, and it's something that it is organic for me. I don't know. It's not like I can't and I won't do a comedy film. If he gives me one, I'll do one. But it's just that I don't know how to say it. I love the genre, so I think it's more just me enjoying what I do. I don't really think about it as whatever typecasted. It's just the fact that I've always liked watching those movies as an audience, and I think that maybe that just pours into me as someone who makes. I mean, hopefully this movie it will. This is the one film that I really got to kind of explore what I really wanted to make and get to work with people who can do work on the same wavelength, and hopefully this movie I think is really, I would say, the one film that I think I've really given it all. I've given it all. So
Yeah. In my life, I've always done only what I want to do. Be it work or be it anything in my life. And which is why I never have regrets. I find it very hard to do something because somebody's asked me to do it. But I don't want to do it. So yes, I mean, if there is a little bit of appreciation right now, it's quite encouraging. But I think this is how I am made. So it's sort of good or bad. I'm not saying it's good or anything, but I'm just saying. So that is that. But very honestly, yeah, people actually have been asking me that you do such varied roles, and I keep thinking, isn't that my job? Like an actor's job is to do varied roles. An actor's job is to experiment, to do different kind of characters. And I'd like to get more. In fact, that challenges me, that the parts will challenge me or take me to different directions. And playing it safe is just not exciting enough. Or it's not growth in any way. By growth, I don't mean success or failure. It's just your own growth. You learn, you fail, you learn. You succeed, you learn, you go wrong, you do a pathetic job sometimes. But that's a part of your process. And I think nothing should stop you from taking risks, because that's the only way forward, is how I look at it. And that's extremely subjective.
You come watch the film and yeah, I mean, it's like you make movies for that purpose only. I mean, however you make it, however you're thinking of it, they eventually want an audience to come and watch it. So yeah, I mean, we made it for an audience, so hopefully that audience should come and watch it.
Exactly.
The only primary goal that we, because that's why we do this.
For more awesome news and newer content every week, please subscribe to our channel below and like and share our videos. No gossip, no hearsay, just facts and exclusive fun content throughout the week. Catch all that and more only on Super Cinema's YouTube channel.